Hi, guys. I can't stay away. I love you so much. I honestly am obsessed with our YouTube community. I really, really am. So I was really pleased that you enjoyed last week's videos. And one of the ones that I really wanted to come in to teach about this week, and I'm going to go, I have a longer video coming out, so stay tuned on this with specific steps and tips along with a script that you can say. But I really wanted to come in to share this because I was talking about this in our mastermind today. We were talking about what we're focused on, and I was just saying, I really believe that self-concept work is the most potent work that you can do. That as a mindset coach, as a holistic weight loss expert, as a holistic nutritionist specializing in reprogramming the subconscious mind, helping women thrive in life in a body that they love. I've been doing this work for 20 years. I've helped thousands of women. And I want to tell you the number one thing to do to really change your external reality and to change the body that you see and to transform, right? I used to sit there and say I want my life to look dramatically different and I'm going to do this self-development work. Well, here's the deal. I think we're going in the wrong direction here with self-development. If self-development is feeling like work to you, then we're doing it the wrong way. And I'm not saying that sometimes in the beginning when you're trying to change who you believe yourself to be. So where I was starting off with this is in order to release weight, in order to actually release the weight and keep it off, in order to have anything in your life, it's who do you believe you are? What do you believe you're deserving of? I have done endless coaching calls this week. We ran my Limitless Academy. I had my Sacred Success Circle program and my mastermind today. And I can tell you it was all the same things. All I saw were clients and colleagues coming up against their own stories. See, whatever is happening in your external reality is a direct reflection of what's going on internally and what you expect to be happening for you. So if you expect that you're going to have trouble with relationships, you're going to have trouble with relationships. If you expect that weight loss is going to be hard for you, if you buy into stories that getting your body back after having a baby, that perimenopause, that getting pregnant later in life is a problem, that your menopause, that your metabolism completely slows, just expect to gain weight as you age, that your thyroid, all of these are limiting stories. And I tell my clients all the time, and I want to tell you here, you mean so much to me. I don't want you to struggle. Really understand. And I wish they would have taught self-concept more than anything back in school. I used to say law of attraction, but now it's self-concept. If I would have known that if I just changed who I believed I was and changed what I was believing, I believed I was deserving of having, and I started to look through the lens of life that everything is happening for me, and I started to look through the lens of life that I am loved, that I am supported, that everything I want comes to me, that it's easy, that it's fun, that I am loved, that I am adored, that I am cherished, that I am claimed, that I'm chosen, that only good things happen to me, that I manifest instantly, that everything I want comes to me, that I'm the luckiest girl in the world, and that I'm happy and I'm thriving and incredible things are always happening, right? I would have just infiltrated my mind night and day with that self-concept, and I would have sat there, and every time a limiting story would have come up, I would have cast it out and written a new one. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to look and go, no, that is not my truth. That is not my reality. Here's what's true for me. No, I'm letting go of that old identity. Here's what I'm claiming to be my new reality. See, we have to claim it, and it's not a one and done. And this is what so many people do. And it's unfortunate because they think, oh, I did your handout. I did your free gift. I did it once. Well, you've been thinking one way, right? For like 40 years. So we have to have you change that. And I swear to you that if you have had a story of losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight and gaining weight, girl, I got you, boo. I know. I did it too. I literally won a trophy for winning the International Natural Body Federation. I put myself in, I did a fitness competition. I transformed my body. I dedicated myself to like 4 hours in the gym. I did everything you need to do. And I did it, right? What, my hair's my natural hair. It's a little crazy today. Work with me here. And I did it, and I gained the weight back in 4 months. Why? It's not because I needed more discipline. It's not because I needed more education. It's not because I needed better workouts or longer workouts. It's not because I had gotten older. No, it was simply because I didn't truly believe that I was deserving and worthy of having my ideal body and not needing to work for it. I didn't know what it was like to not have to diet and not have to kick my own butt in the gym. I didn't know what life looked like if I wasn't focusing on dieting, because dieting took up like 75% of what I did on a day. I worked and then I thought about needing to lose weight, and I worked and I thought about needing to lose weight, whether I was counting my calories or planning a meal prepping or going to the gym. By the time you work and do those things, you're pretty much, and then it's like lights out to wake up, to go work out in the morning, to then go to work, to come home, to meal prep, to do the things, to eat with your kid. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't know what my life was if I wasn't always on a diet. And I didn't know what life was if I didn't have to work to keep my body at a certain weight. So to all of a sudden just be at this weight and have this ideal body, it felt foreign to me. I hadn't created the identity of a woman that felt worthy and deserving of that. I also hadn't created the identity of a woman that had a fuller life outside of just wanting to have the body and go out with friends and like, right? So I didn't, all of a sudden, I hadn't really created the new identity. Yes, I had healthy habits. I went to the gym. I now had my vitamin and supplement routine. I had learned a lot about meal prep and protein, and I had learned a lot and educated myself a lot about how to train a body, how to transform a body, weight training, weightlifting for a woman, how to get the, V waist and the symmetry, and how to lift a booty and trim the fat. I can do all that stuff. The question is, why couldn't I keep it? Why? And that's the thing. That's what makes everyone feel crazy. And you can apply the same thing to weight loss as you can apply it to money, as you can apply it to love, because it's all the same. It all comes down to your self-worth. Who you believe yourself to be and what you believe you're deserving of having is what is showing up in your external reality in every facet. And this is a hard come to Jesus moment for a lot of people. And it always is for me, because every client that comes into my scope, I do ho'oponopono and I ask myself, what in me needs to heal? What is happening for them that I see in me that I need to heal within me to help heal them, right? Because if we're all connected and we're all one and everyone's a mirror and everyone's you pushed out, then when somebody shows up in your outer reality or you have an experience in your outer reality, it is a direct reflection of something going on internally. Now, I know that can wrap things in your head, and I'll share a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more personal. Let's get a little closer here. So I had an interaction. There was someone that I was dating, and the way that they were showing up, and I was sitting there and I was like, what's happening here? Because they were directly responding in a way where I was super excited. And then I thought, oh, there's something here where I have had a story that I am claimed and chosen by people that are great men, but I'm just not excited by them. And they're great men, but they're not people that I necessarily feel excited by and attracted to. So they're awesome, but there's that missing piece. Well, that missing piece, I have to add that into my own manifestation. And what's my story there? So then I attracted in somebody, where it was reflected back to me, and I had to look at myself and go, oh, I have a limiting story here that who I want doesn't want me, right? And I had to really look at that and open up to that and see, is that what's going on here for me? So that's just a simple way that you can see how things will show up in your external reality for you to heal internally. Does that make sense? I hope that this is making sense, because this is the work. And here's another thing that I really wanted to bring to light. I had another one of my private clients reach out, and she was just like, you could tell she was on the verge of tears, and it was one of those where I'm like, she's exhausted. She's hit that point. And this is where it's a fine line in the self-development world. And I really wanted to speak into this today, because this is where I think self-development can be taken too far. Guys, it should not feel exhausting, and it should not feel like it's a lot of work and like you can't do it, or like it's too hard, or you have to force it. When you're in the energy where you feel like you have to force it and it's a lot of work, then you've gone in the other direction. And that's when you really want to take a break. That's when you want to stop manifesting, stop trying, stop asking. If you keep asking for the same thing day in, day out, you're not in faith of it's coming, and you're blocking your own manifestations. And if you are constantly asking and praying for the same thing over and over, then you're in the lack vibration, which means, again, you're canceling out the thing that you're wanting. This is where, like I said, in the self-development space, I really want to caution you, because if it's feeling like work and it's not feeling fun, and it feels and you're getting frustrated and exhausted by it, you need to take a step back, and you need to just start living life and enjoying life. And that's what I really, really want to say. And it's the same thing with getting the body. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be easy. In fact, the times when when I've manifested legit weight loss, like feels like overnight, and my body is just like, like gotten so lean and toned, and I'm like, did that just truly happen overnight? Is when I have had no attachments. It's when I'm just like, there's no, I need to look this way by this date, or I need to have this happen. It's truly that. And so I really want to encourage you, look at your stories around the things that you want in your life. Look at your story around getting healthy. Look at your story around what movement has to look like. Words matter, especially in the realm of weight loss. I can tell you, in Limitless Academy, we're doing our next level body challenge right now. And it's fascinating to me how words are triggers for so many. And just changing one word from fitness to movement, from movement to healthy girl era, from weight loss to weight release, from, like I said, being healthy to being happy, just these little changes. And it all depends on where you've gotten like a dulled energy. And you have to check that in with yourself and say, what feels good for me? And it's the same thing with what you tell yourself each day. Like we're doing a next level body challenge, like I said, in Limitless Academy. And one of the things with it is you do 10,000 steps a day. And in another, we had prep work around self-identity, self-concept, and everybody had to create an alternate personality, a different name for that version of you, that badass version that you're channeling, and really get clear on the stories that you were releasing and the new stories, the new identity that you were cultivating, right? And then we had a goal of protein, 30 grams of protein at each meal. And we're all in there and supporting. We just kept it very simple. We just want 30 days of creating new habits that will support in creating this new identity. And I left them a message today. We're on a group Voxer thread, like a real-time walkie-talkie. So they get daily coaching from me. And I said, guys, I have to be honest with you. I'm over weight loss. Like, I don't care about weight loss, because many moons ago, I realized that, I'm so much more than weight. I know in my spiritual awakening, it was like, weight does not define you. Weight is not even of you. Like, this is just a part of you. Hi, honey. Oh, it's so good to see you. But what I told them that was so powerful was I just said, I don't care about you releasing weight. I know you might, and I understand the 3D reality is very real here. But what I want to say to you is, I care about you changing your identity. I care that at the end of this 30 days, you've changed who you believe yourself to be, and that you've stepped into this new identity and you've cemented in this version of you that is worthy and deserving, this version of you that has what she wants, this version of you that believes that she is more than this body, is confident, is radiant, and has stepped into these new healthy habits and patterns that support her in being the best version of herself. That's what I care about, right? Because when we believe that when our worthiness is outsourced to our weight, that's trouble, lady loves. That's a lot of trouble you're stepping into, because you're giving all your power away. And that means you don't truly believe that you're deserving and worthy. And that means you don't really love yourself. Self-love is, I really like me. I don't want to be anybody else, right? I love the F out of myself. I think I am fabulous, right? It wasn't always that way at all, but that's how it is now. My self-concept is who I believe I'm deserving of being, and what I believe I'm deserving of having. And that's really what I want you to look at and go, do I believe I'm deserving and worthy of releasing this weight? Do I believe I'm deserving of having the body that I want, of being really healthy, of having the energy? And you might go, of course, Melissa, duh. But here's where the subconscious comes in. The subconscious comes in and goes, it's not safe to release weight. We don't like all the attention. The subconscious comes in and goes, it's not safe to release this weight. We don't want to let go of food. Food's been our friend. Food's always there for us. Food, like my client was, our dad after he passed away. Food's loved us. Food's always been there for us in good times and in bad. I'm not giving up my relationship with food. So you can go on that diet, but we'll gain that weight back because food's our friend. Food's our love source. So we don't know. We've got to look at what those identities are and what those programs are and what those stories are. That's huge. That is where the work is. That's the deep dive. That's what we do in my Love Your Body, Lose the Weight program. That's where we look at what's your inner child programming? What is your true relationship to weight? Have you really healed this? What is your relationship to yourself? What do you believe you're deserving of having in this life? How much of your life have you spent on this dieting hamster wheel? Are you ready to shift out of that? Are you ready and willing to let go of that? That's huge. And that really makes a difference. So I hope that this speaks to you. I would love to hear from you. Does the self-concept around weight loss and how do you feel? What is your story around what weight loss gets to be for you? Have you released weight? Has it been easy for you? What worked for you? Let's share in our community below. And if you want my help with this, we have coaching available. We also have Limitless Academy, our ongoing lifestyle membership program to take your body, mind, and life to the next level. It is incredible. We are nothing if our mindset is not where we want it to be. We go deep on self-concept in there, along with aiding in everything and taking your mind, body, and life to the next level. Talk about transformation. And then my Love Your Body, Lose the Weight program is linked below, along with our Whole Woman program, the woman that is worthy, wealthy, and ready to have it all. All of these are on sale now. Check them out. I'd love to have you. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you'd like me to share in our next video, and stay tuned because I have an entire 6-step process to changing your self-concept to release weight with ease coming out this weekend. So definitely subscribe and like and stay tuned for more on this channel, and I will see you soon. If you like this, definitely subscribe. All my love, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.